This is Techstrong TV.
Hey everyone, good morning. What a red letter day in the history of Techstrong, Techstrong TV, Techstrong Group. I hope it's going to be a red letter day in the history of tech media and analyst relations as well. If you don't know me, I'm Alan Shimel, and I'm the CEO, founder here at Techstrong. And we've got some really big news, probably the biggest news I've ever announced over here at Techstrong. We announced today that we have joined with Daniel Newman and the Futurum Group. We're going to become part of Futurum Group, and I am pumped about what we can bring to this market. I think that the market conditions are ripe, the time is right. I'm really excited. I want to introduce you to my partner here, Daniel Newman. He's going to tell you more. Daniel, welcome. The stage is yours.
Alan, first of all, thank you so much. Super excited. This was a really big moment. We've been talking for a few months about this deal. I think it was instant that we saw. It was serendipitous from the first time we met. You know, we brought, when Cher Rubinoff, who heads up our cyber practice, joined, instantly said, you have to meet Alan. And of course, I've been following the work of Techstrong, but I hadn't had the chance to really sit down with you. For everyone out there that hasn't met me before, I'm Daniel Newman, as he said. I'm the CEO of the Futurum Group, and we are the fastest growing independent research and analysis firm in the world right now. And our focus has really been on delivering what I consider to be the next generation of analysis to the market. We started off kind of looking at how IT buyers are making decisions, how markets are being informed about technology companies. And we thought there was a gap in the market. And so we were always a little different. We were always a little more media-centric, a little bit more focused on, building social and distribution channels, Alan. And to be frank, we were kind of doing a little bit of what you all do. And you've been doing a little bit of what we do. And when we come together, we go, wow, 15 million people a year that watch Techstrong, getting into the innovative areas, cloud native, DevOps, AI, cybersecurity, and we're deep in cloud and infrastructure and semis. I mean, what a perfect coming together, Alan. I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more excited to meet all of you that haven't had the chance to converse with in the past.
Absolutely. And for those of you not familiar with Futurum Group, it's the Futurum Group. It was a futurumgroup.com or the
futurumgroup.com.
Right.
Yeah, not drop
but on LinkedIn, it's the, because I noticed when I was doing my tags today. So let me give you my take. First of all, I wholeheartedly agree with what Daniel said. I've explained it to people this way. If you ever play Tetris, when those blocks are coming down, and you got to see how they fit together. And when you could fit that solid line that disappears, I think there's some kind of drug that goes off in your brain, right? Dopamine goes off in your brain, and you feel good. It gives you that.
People hit the like button.
Yeah, it's a little euphoric button. But when I spoke to Daniel and the rest of the team, Daniel's not a one-man band here. They're, 60 people strong, something like that. When I spoke to Daniel and the rest of the Futurum team, I realized, this was a chocolate and peanut butter kind of thing. It fit together like Tetris blocks, where a lot of what they did kind of left off where we could pick it up. And a lot of what we did needed or could really benefit from what they bring almost as a precursor in post.
Yeah.
Right? And so to me, that's what it's about. Daniel, I've been in business 30 years. A lot of deals, it's a shake of the hand and it's a deal and it moves on. So many of you have called out to me today to congratulate me and thank you. And I know, Daniel, you as well. But I want something to be clear here. This is the beginning, not the end of the story. The beginning of the story is now we're going to conquer this world, right? This is a market that is ripe. It's been disrupted because of a lot of things, economic conditions, technologies, just changing content consumer habits. We're going to crush this. We're going to crush this. And I couldn't be happier to have this man sitting here with me, crushing it.
Yeah, and let me share just a couple of the really strategic items here. And first of all, I want to second Alan's comments on all the very, very nice congratulatories that came today. We had them from some of the vendors, and we have an incredible synergy in our actual vendor relations. And a lot of times the IT firms that we work with and also the audience a lot of the times, Alan, you make a deal, and I've done 8 in the last 14 or 15 months. It's 90% overlap.
Yeah.
Techstrong being very, very well known in areas like DevOps and in Sec DevOps and security, cloud native and Kubernetes has built a really strong audience in a lot of these emerging spaces and architectures and IT. Only about 25% of our customers overlap. So now we went from, we were servicing about 400, you were servicing about 300 customers. We've gone to 600 plus.
Absolutely.
Big technology and some of the, what I'd say, 1 billion to 10 billion, and then all the 50 billion and ups that we work with together. And I heard great notes. And want to thank some people. Dan O'Brien at IBM heads up their analyst relations. He gave us a quote for the press release, but he actually tweeted something and said, the moves that you guys are making are very disruptive to where this space is heading.
That's the word.
Had a great message on Twitter come through from JJ Davis. She is the senior vice president of comms at Dell, giving the big high five because companies like Dell understand. And what do they understand, Alan? This is what I want everyone to realize is the benefit isn't about us. The benefit is about you. It's about the ITDMs. It's about the CXOs and CIOs that are leading companies that want to get the right content, the research, the analysis, the testing, the performance, the market intelligence and data, and then get that content so they can understand what product to buy.
Yeah.
And so what we are going to be able to do with the intent engine that you've built at Techstrong is we're able to help readers who are deep in the search to buy a specific product, it matched with a vendor that has the right solutions for them, move that deal forward and add so much value. I mean, look, the analyst to media thing, we know that's been changing, Alan, but the idea that $1 spent by a marketing team within a tech vendor is going to be spent getting in front of the right person, those 15 million plus readers and viewers that watch Techstrong, that read DevOps.com, that play on Security Boulevard, that play on, they're
walk on the boulevard.
They're walking on the boulevard. I saw Satya Nadella share a post just the other day, and I was blown away. We're going to be making a difference because it's not just shooting content to the ethers. This is targeted. This is value add, and it's the next generation, Alan, of what I like to call research-led demand, Jeff.
Absolutely. And, so our tagline at Techstrong for a couple of years has been the power source for people and technology. And I'm not saying it wasn't true. It is true. But I really feel it's true now. And that's another just thing that really excites the heck out of me is we are, yes, for our advertisers and the vendors we work with, I think this is an amazing thing. But for our consumers, the people who watch this, who read it, who come to the Techstrong learning events, who come to the 6.5 media stuff, who read your research notes, putting this all together is going to be a tremendous, tremendous help to you. It's a help for today's times, not a help for people who, make decisions based on a quadrant or whatever. It's a help for people who, how do you consume? How do you learn today? How do you get your information today?
It's real time. And,
exactly.
While some of those, benchmark moments, those sort of heavy data collected insights that help customers buy are great. But we all know that the future CIO and CTO, it's a new rising demographic. They were raised on Snapchat and TikTok, YouTube videos. The way they consume content, they're going to be using generative tools to take long-form reports and break them into short pieces. Us doing this video, it's already 8 minutes too long. And
I get it.
I'm being somewhat, but also, just a remarkable set of opportunities straight away. And I want to tell everybody this because, Alan, we're going to go right away together. We're going to be at RSA.
And RSA starts May 6th.
Big footprint there. We're going to have our top analysts. You're going to have your team there. We're going to be doing all kinds of on the ground. We're going to be in Broadcast Alley.
We're putting on a whole event Monday, May 6th, DevSecOps and AI. I've got David Britt keynoting it. Come.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll get more info for everybody out there.
Yeah.
We're going to be supporting the 6.5 Summit. We've got ServiceNow CEO Bill McDermott and a lineup of some of the most prolific
What's the
leaders.
date on that one, David?
June 11th to the 13th. 3 days. Going to be 50 plus of the world's biggest executives, different companies, AI Unleashed. And of course, you've got your AI event.
We have an AI in the enterprise, I think, a couple of weeks before
we're going to
that.
have an incredible set of distribution. Analysts putting Analyst Corner content on the different sites that Techstrong leads. Techstrong is going to be distributing the research, the reports. The testing that we're doing in the Signal 65 lab is going to find its way into the right places so people can see, the benchmarking and the real-time decision-maker data that's coming out of our intelligence, the synergies are incredible. And I'm so excited of the value, not for us.
The value for the users. Absolutely. For those of you who watch Techstrong TV, we will be back on Roku and Apple TV and Amazon and all your favorite streaming things via OTT. Our Techstrong TV, though, look, we try to get to as many events as we can, but as part of Futurum Group, look for us at every event you go to. If we're not there, tell them, why isn't Futurum Techstrong here? Because that's a big part of our play here is we think, especially in a post-COVID world, right? We're all going back to conferences. We want to see people. We want to learn at these conferences. We want to hear. If you can't get to those conferences, we're going to be there live bringing them to you. If you are at those conferences, come by, check out what we have to say. The bottom line is that, like I said, this is we're ready to disrupt the market. Strap it on, stay with us. It's going to be great. Daniel, I am thrilled, man. Thrilled. All right. Just a couple little housekeeping things. You have a great letter that's out. We emailed all our joint customers, sponsors, and everything, but letters are posted on the Futurum Group page, on all of our Techstrong pages, DevOps.com, Security Boulevard, Cloud Native Now, etc. There's letters there. There's a FAQ. Our combined marketing teams, which are shout out to our marketing teams. They've got all kinds of
work on this.
Couldn't believe the content they turned out.
And thanks to Axios, too, for the coverage from their deal
coverage. I will tell you, for those of you who don't, I've been blessed in years to do a lot of M&A work. But these things, you can work on them for a year and then, shit happens, excuse my language, right? And all of a sudden, in 5 days, you got to pull it together, or 7 days, or 2 weeks, or what have you. What came together here in the last 5 to 7 days, it just fills me with, man, if we could do this in 5 days, what are we going to do in a month? What are we going to do in 6 months?
It's going to be great.
Fantastic. Shout out to the Techstrong teams, to the Futurum teams. Thank you. Daniel, I'm going to give you the last word. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say I can't wait to join once again. I can't wait to see all of the great analyst content, all the distribution of the thought leadership coming from our different channels, from our feature and research, from our intelligence, from 6.5, and from Tech Field Day, from Signal 65. We are going to be bringing our content, our research, our market thought leadership to you, and I can't wait to bring all of Techstrong up to our analyst folks so they can get to know the Techstrong team better. I just think this is an absolute case of 1 + 1 = 5.
That's what you
better
said,
together.
Absolutely.
Techstrong plus the Futurum Group equals a great future. We can't wait to have you be part of it. Thanks so much for joining us.